Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Watson's throw complete there to Moore.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding it for a short game.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. They only needed one, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Oh, some strong running. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Here's Watson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Second and 11 now.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. Chubb. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. And again, it's Chubb. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Watson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. This is Jakeem Grant. A dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now it's Watson. Throw right side taken in by the tight end, Bryant. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And out of bounds Browns on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA.
Los Angeles.
Once more, here's Eckler. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A gain of 14. First down, Chargers.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 32 yards. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Chargers 14, Browns 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here we go on fourth. Watson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert from 17 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Chargers 21, Browns 6. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And Chubb try the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 8. Handoff comes to Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Watson down to throw, eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. To throw is Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 14. Watson trying to get his guys moving. From the red zone now, Watson flushed out right. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the 2nd quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Round 6. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. Escapes the sack, and it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Round 6.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Going deep here for Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. Flush to his right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Eckler, they run left side. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Ram. 1st and goal, Chargers.
Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Go. Set.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Watson looks to throw again. Tries the right side, and he finds Bell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. On 1st down, it's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 19. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Watson on 1st down. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now it's Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Touchdown! Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Down the sideline he goes. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Watson going to get this into the hands of Chubb. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Here's Herbert. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The carry here for the big tight end. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And quickly they get to the line. On first down, Justin Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 32 yards. And the Chargers have got it on cruise control. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Watson now to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Watson. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A big play that time on a catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Watson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Eckler now between the tackles. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And now off to the races down the right side. Down inside the 10. And all the way in.
Very nice.
After each game, a player gets graded on his performance, and that's every play of the game.
You had your whole team right there.
And it didn't change the outcome. He's still going to get kudos for playing it to the end.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. One last throw here for Watson. Forced out to his left. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.